This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I want to talk about being out of your depth in a job. And at the moment, since the pandemic... Oh, yeah, I know. What do you say?
Don't do it on air.
But since the pandemic, obviously, you know, companies are saving a lot of money. I feel like there's a lot of multitasking going on and you're giving a lot more jobs to do around the office these days.
Well, you only have one job.
Yeah, I know. Your skill set needs to be broader.
The reason why we did bring this up yesterday, we had a great call when it came to artificial intelligence.
I have a friend who applied for a job and did her whole resume and cover letter using AI.
Is that right?
And now she's got the job and cannot perform up to the standards.
Well,
because
keep using AI then.
Well,
Like without the help of the computers, you don't have those skills.
So, okay, I've got another story for you. Okay, I can't give too much away, but it's a television network, right?
What are they doing?
It's a live television show, and so they're struggling for employees around the area, and everyone's got to put their hand up to do extra jobs around the network, because we know television it's been tough these days.
Oh, yeah, free to
Kate,
air.
you would know as well, production costs have gone down.
There's no money.
There's no money
No
in
money
it at the moment.
anywhere.
So, a young man that's been working in around the area of the show was asked, have you ever done auto cue before? All you got to do is you've just on the auto cue. So the host reads out the auto cue. You follow what he says, and then you just go to the next bit as soon as he says it.
Yep.
The unfortunate thing is this television host has been doing it for over 10 years, a live show, and he likes to ad-lib every now and then, Kate.
So the auto cue guy doesn't know where he's at.
Not off script.
But the new kid that's got the job, he is obviously, when he ad-libs, he's can't see that on the auto cue, so he just freezes and waits for him to finish off the sentence of the auto cue before he goes to the next topic. And the host is live on air going, what are we doing next?
How did it play out?
No.
Everything go to plan?
Come
got
on.
the audio of this?
I want more details. Is this news? Is it news?
Imagine if I was the auto cue man and I can't spell, so they'd be reading. What is?
But this kid is going, no, well, he hasn't finished off that sentence. I'll just wait for him to say that last bit there, and then I'll move on to what he has to do next.
Oh, no.
But it's all live on air.
No.
So what has he got? Like a wink technique that's built into it where you just keep moving?
He's actually been looking. He's been looking at
For
his
another
sheet,
job.
and he's a professional, so he looks at his sheet and he knows what he can go to next.
Oh.
But it's been happening regularly.
Regularly. What a horrible feeling.
13:20. But talking about being out of your depth in a job before, and you may have lied a little bit in your resume just to get the job, but if you've been in this situation, V in Canterbury, did you get caught using AI yourself, V?
No, actually it wasn't me. Good morning, everyone. And it was actually an ex-colleague of mine in a previous job where they found out that she faked and forged all her qualifications.
Damn.
And that took a big turn for her, that she lost her job, that
She
big
lost her
stuff
job.
happened. Yeah.
See, do you know what? You can
Shock.
usually learn on the job. You can learn as you go.
Yeah, I think it's the lying element.
Yes.
I think you can't. The best way to learn is to do. So, but you do need to go in with a particular set of skills.
Got to be able to do something. V, thank you for your call. Dustin and Croydon, hello.
Hey team, how are we?
Good, Dusty. What's the
good.
story, mate?
Yeah, good. I've got a cracking story for you about a good mate of mine about faking it until you make it.
Yep.
He was at sales and marketing, did a business degree, but he was sales and marketing trained. He applied for this job in the UK at a major oil company in finance. But he's not qualified in finance at all. So he gets the job, obviously blagged his way through the interview, gets the job, and all of a sudden, he's having to step up and do this role, and the guy, top finance guys are going, how you going? Let's call him Steve. How you going, Steve, with that, massive spreadsheet? And you go, oh, yeah, it's taking my time, really hard, but I'm getting there. He literally had a dummies guide for Excel in his top drawer.
And this is a major oil company.
Major oil company, and he's obviously a very smart guy, and he learnt how to do it. cut a long story short, fast forward 20 years, he's a CFO for a major company in Australia.
Bang! You nailed it. And still in the top drawer, there's a guide.
Yeah,
CFO for
exactly.
dummies.
That's where those dummies books do come in handy, don't they?
You just got to turn up sometimes.
I'd have all of them if I knew how to order them on the internet.
Yes, but we need a dummy book.
Jason on the Central Coast, what happened when you rocked up at the job, Jace?
Yeah, hey guys, I had a friend ask me if I would do some extras work, so I did one job and I sat in the bar for a while. She called me the week later and said, "You want to do another one at Darling Harbour?" I said, yeah. So I turned up there and they said, "I just work," but I got there and the director comes up and goes, "Oh, g'day, Jason, yeah, you're the lead talent for this scene." And I'm looking around and they've renovated this whole bar into a jazz club. There's 100 people on set.
Awesome.
And they said, they'd been recording for a month and I was doing this one scene. They said, so let's go now after makeup and wardrobe. And I walked in and they said, let's go, Jason. I didn't know I had a script. And I look at this actress next to me who had, because it was a read-through with their documents, and I just read off that script and just went, what is... It was like that show where you walk through the door. Thank God you're here. I walked on. And when I made a mistake, 5 cameras, 8 sound guys all had to reset. And I just stood there and went, this is not me. I'm not an actor. I'm just went to sit at the bar.
That is a great Jace.
They've got the wrong Jason.
Did you actually end up completing the scene, Jace? Or
Yeah. So the knock-on for that was that I did a bit more jobs. So Renwick Taste Acting School asked me to do something for them. I said, yeah, I'll come along. Met one of the other actresses who was in that scene with me. I told her the story I just told you. And she went, really? We thought you were fantastic. And I went, no way. I said, I was texting my wife going, I am petrified.
Jason.
Was it
so funny.
Was it a TV show, Jace? Did you get to watch it on telly?
It was a web series in Asia.
Yeah.
And it was multi-million dollars. The rest of the crew, for these 6 actresses and our actors, they were on a yacht for the previous 2 months, and it was so big deal. And I just went, what is going on here?
Good effort, Jace.
Great story.
Love it.
Good on you, buddy.
Done.
Susie in Maryland, who faked it, Suze?
Oh my gosh, I had this girlfriend who faked her CV and said that she had this great uni degree. They never checked her CV. They never even checked if she ever been to uni. And she was a project manager. And would you believe it? She actually winged it on the job, learning as she went, and she's now a major project manager with one of the major construction companies.
How good is that?
See,
Unbelievable.
I guess that is part of...
Someone has to start
that
somewhere.
That is a skill, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Confidence.
to kind of back yourself.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't urge everybody to do it.
You don't need a degree. You don't need any further study.
Oh, come
Just
on.
turn up and play the role.
Well,
You'll be right, guys.
Yeah, act your way through it.
Wing it.
Well, we all start like that in radio, I suppose. You're thrown into the deep end.
Yeah, you've got to have a go.
You had 3 months in the Big Brother
Mate,
house. So
if you heard, and I'm so glad
Hey,
that,
guys, it's Ryan
that
Fitzgerald.
Adelaide Nova didn't archive any of my original stuff.
Really?
It was horrific.
Sometimes it's best not to.
Couldn't have
look back.
been worse than recap of the week.
Oh, that's a bit hard.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.